thinking is there needs to be like those, like more tournaments need to be videotaped, put out there, more sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sponsors live streaming or broadcast.
Yeah.
Hey, like you see the way the social media works. You gotta get that stuff out there.
It's not only just for like the viewership, but like at the same time, like I went to go look to see if I could see how big of an asshole I was in the tournament. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I went to go watch to look for it to be like, was that?
Let me tell you something.
So put a mirror on the floor, see how big your asshole is.
How about this? Dink, tell them about. We did a short video of Joe and I playing at Big Shots, right?
Against Casey.
Against Casey. He had a 3-cup rebuttal. There was how many views?
150,000 views.
Yeah, we can look at it right now.
Wow.
And how many comments?
3,000 hate comments.
3,000 hate comments.
Way.
Every comment was about his elbows. Nothing about him making a 3-cup rebuttal.
He being fat.
Nothing. They were like, "Are you guys kidding me? What is this rage bait about him being?" They go, "Fat guy must smell good."
Wow.
Like, yeah,
Great.
My elbows are fat.
It's
I
elbows.
hug him on purpose every time because he smells so good.
They're waiting for me to fall over every time I balance on one leg and take the table out. They're holding their breath.
So it's up to 156,000 views, 156,000 and 2,000 comments. But every one of the comments, so this is him in the 3-cup rebuttal, is
Casey?
Casey and Brian.
Okay.
Dude got a re-rack in the middle of redemption. Oh, it was a 5-cup rebuttal. It was a 5-cup rebuttal. Holy lean. And if people were just like, bro, dudes can't play. This is ridiculous. So.
Yeah, but it's great though.
Oh yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Where
it's great for the.
Where you just said, hey, I want to go on there and see if I can be a douchebag. But the best part would be if you were, because that's all the people want to talk about. They never want to talk about.
They want to talk shit, right?
Yeah, they just want to get on there and rage bait, and half of them are bots anyway. But when, like I said, if we were talking about, like I would love to go and interview the guys that started the World Series. But he's from Harvard, and then he starts this right, makes it into a business. This is where all the I want to know what got him started. Why the 8-foot tables? Obviously, we know why. Like, did he invent the 8-foot table? These rules. Where did he come up with the rules? These are things that you're talking. I've been in the business 13 years.
Right.
This is stuff that since then they haven't done it since 2019. The rules have got adapted in like. For the young kids, and they've come up with these dumb rules where 8-foot elbow.
But they're making their own rules.
Right.
Yeah.
But the cool part is they like B-Pong laid the platform.
Yeah, but they're not following it.
Right, but we were just talking about it, like Marks took over and made it his own way. I thought it was awesome.
Right. But the problem is it didn't catch on.
Right, well it did, he just never followed up with the second tournament.
Okay, but so here's the deal is the guys that started B-Pong, how did they advance it so far? Like obviously back in those days.
Question, right.
I mean, there's a lot more testosterone, a lot more partying. You're talking about guys that were like, playing this sport and were more aggressive and drinking.
Well, and
you
also,
don't have that now,
I think that we were just a different generation.
Agreed.
Like my generation was the fun generation. You know what I mean? Like now it's like they'd rather go to a club.
Yeah, but all the college rules like, oh, have you opened up a new tube of toothpaste this week? That's an extra 3 cups. I see them on videos, and it's like, how the fuck is that a rule?
Wait, my grandma just texted me, that's a cup. Oh wait, and because she said she's making cookies, that's 2 cups.
Right.
Yeah. And because I didn't bounce, that's a cup. And because
have you taken the shit today? Nope. All right, that's a rerun. Should we get balls back already?
Yeah. I saw those videos. They're great.
The last time you wiped your ass, was it a ghost poop and you didn't have to wipe?
Well, I would love to try. I think an explanation of how they got started, where they went, why it stopped, and where we are now.
Billy Gaines.
Billy Gaines. There you go. There he is. The smart guy in the room. Yeah, like I would love to, hear his story. Like he stopped, obviously, got family, whatever, did his thing. Harvard fucking graduate. I don't know what he does for a living. I know he's probably making fucking bank. But
And Hindo.
Yeah. He keeps it
Hindo
going.
was the goat, yeah.
He keeps it going.
I think he did more for B-Pong than Billy ever did.
Right. But just thinking about how they, how they started. I think that story needs to be told, and then from there you could advance of where we are, where we need to go, and that might excite people. Where they get that little background.
It almost sounds like it could be like an ESPN 30 for 30.
Well,
literally. 60-minute documentary.
Yeah, like a 30 for 30.
Yeah, but you could do that. You could do me do this.
So do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, but I think that's a good way to promote the brand.
It's actually a great way because it's going to generate
You gotta tell
so
the
much
story.
interest. It's going to generate so they're going to be like, where's this at now? Oh,
right.
Well,
this
now
is
we have Pongkings.
Oh,
now we have CDOT.
Because
now we have.
When I first got involved, right, I was the GM of a restaurant, and the kid came up to me and was like, oh, I was doing this very successful Beat the Clock at Big Shots, and then they gave me the GM spot at Brownstone. You guys were just at Brownstone, right?
What's Beat the Clock is drink prices start at a certain
25 cents to go up.
They do this at A bar or something.
A bar. Yeah, so they
were
were doing it over at Big Shots. They called it like something. There was a called Beat the Clock. It was like Rock the Clock or something because they couldn't use Beat the Clock.
Right.
But we had a successful part there that I worked with somebody. I got the GM spot at Brownstone. I left that, and I had a Tuesday night. I said, "What can we do?" And one of my friends was like, "Oh, you should do beer pong." All my friends play. I'm like, "Well, fucking set it up."
Yeah.
And then that's how I got started. I was the GM. It sucked.
So you fell in love with it immediately?
No, man, I never played it. I had never played it once. I was the GM. They played it. I was the first time I played it.
Starting out.
But he did it for like 3 months. My friend Jeff, he's on one of our podcasts. I interviewed him. I was like, Jeff, this is all your fault. And I go, he did it for 3 months. We were paying him $100, and it wasn't working out, so I canceled it. Then the following I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday, it was dead.
Yeah.
It was fucking dead. So then what we did was, I was like, well, I was paying him $100. I'm already there as the GM. I'm like, why don't I? Hey, what's up, Eric? You get in the podcast. We're doing a podcast.
Oh,
you can get in, bro. Sit down. Get a drink and hang out. We're just talking pong. We're just talking beer pong.
Talking about the history.
He's one of the best people.
Yeah, you'd love to get in.
Literally.
We're telling story. We're talking about the story of how
everything.
We would love to see like the story of Billy Gaines, how he got started. It's like be out there because it's missing the story and the kids that are now playing. Like, how did the 8-foot table come about? It used to be 6-foot table. Did he invent the 8-foot table? Where did these rules come from? Did he invent those rules? And I think that explanation on like a video, some of these kids would be like, oh shit, I didn't know about the World Series. I didn't know about these 500 team. He's talking about the German. How they're playing in Germany.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's still so successful.
Shout out to the German kids.
Yeah,
they're watching.
It's not watching. We're just recording.
Oh yeah.
We'll be watching.
Well, they did, right? So like these tables, like back in the day at the height of the company, they were in Spencer's. I bought my first pong table from Spencer's.
My first four.
Yeah, but was it B-Pong that came up
no.
with this?
Yeah, this is their trademark from what I understand.
Okay.
Yeah, so they created.
And the point of the rules, and it's also how I explain it to people, is that you turn this from a drinking game to like a competitive game, and the rules are meant, and this is I believe in their rule book, the point of the 8-foot rule is to be able to run the largest scale tournament with the least interference. Because I tell everybody the same thing.
Elbows.
I imagine you get an airplane in a hotel, and you fly to Las Vegas, and you play for 3 days, you play 12 prelims, you battle through the brackets. Let's say you're playing in an elbows tournament, right? You sink the last cup, you're about to win $50,000. And somebody goes, oh, elbows.
Right.
And then you go, no, it wasn't elbows.
Right.
And we'll know who's to judge now. It's subjective. Right? Like, we're not the NFL, we don't have this replay.
Right.
We don't have
and then suddenly, imagine they pull your shot after all the money, all the time, whatever.
Yes.
That dude's not going to make it to the parking lot. You'll be pissed. Like,
yes.
So the issue is, like, you say that, and it's the same thing, like, I understand that. But yeah, the whole point of this is, it's playing the game, throw the ball in the cup, do 10 before I do 10. And it's hard for some people to just get over the leaning, but the people that comment on that on Facebook never show up to the tournament.
But the problem is, so there's a gap. There's a gap from like 2018, 2019. Then you have the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
And you said you bought your table at Spencer's, right?
10 years ago.
But here's the deal. These long tables came about during like from the 2000s or whenever they started, like 2008, 2009, whenever they did their first tournaments, right? So then it started off on a 6-foot table. They made it this because it eliminates problems. This becomes the norm. Spencer picks up the trademark or whatever, and then they start putting it there.
Well, B-Pong owns a trademark, and then they became retail.
Yeah.
Perfect. So then what happens is now I'm 2018, 2019 kid that's just in the pandemic that just turned 19. I'm going to be 21 during the pandemic, and I want to play beer pong, but I can't go out anywhere, so I'm going to go and order a table.
Yeah.
You're not ordering, so they're ordering these tables, but they're going by the 6-foot rules of elbow.
Yeah.
Then you spend 5 years playing that way, and then all of a sudden, social media is blowing up. We're putting videos out there of us leaning, and these kids are going, "What the hell is this shit?"
Well, I mean, that's the thing.
So 6 years they play wrong.
I mean, they streamed like Maryland.
Yeah.
Used to do the Maryland State Championships, and I remember they used to do this really cool thing. I think it was Maryland because Pong used to do it, and then Maryland did. Shout out Maryland. Is they would put like your game statistics.
Yeah.
So they'd have a little thing of the cup,
Yep.
and so like you would hit it, and then the little
And it would
diagram
go
would
away.
show. And then like I remember because BC and Tim won one year, so like he goes and like let's say Russ opens and he's like 2 for 3, and then it'll be like Russ like
Shooting
66%.
Yeah, but it was live while you were playing?
Yeah.
Oh, at least maybe not live, but I know it was in the end.
recap.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
we're doing.
It was in the posted.
If you
video.
ever watch any of our videos on YouTube, that's exactly what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll post your shooting percentage, how many shots you took, how many you made, how many you missed, and what your shooting
Which
percentage
is cool,
was.
yeah. And
No,
I always
that's
thought
the
that was
On
really...
all our YouTube, so if you go watch the videos.
That's the cool part about it, though. It's just like that's what I think the younger generation now is all statistics.
Sure.
They want to see that shit.
Sure.
It's
I think,
funny
I
as it
think it
sounds.
elevates the... I just think it elevates your product. Like, imagine like, you watch golf.
Yeah.
Someone hits the ball, right? They
With the top
they
tracer.
They hit it
and
to
then you
6
see
foot,
like
8
the
inches.
outline of the line.
Yeah,
So
sure.
like,
Top
imagine
tracer.
like right,
Like,
yeah, so that's, okay, yeah, so that's what it's called.
Yeah.
I'm not a golf guy, I apologize.
Yeah.
But like, so like, imagine like, I think it's funny, but maybe not
Seen the
necessary.
beer pong
So
shot?
like, someone
Dude,
does it,
that
and you
was
do
cool.
it, and then you
You're on to
see like
something.
my dumb shot,
Wow.
and you just be like, whatever, and then it just like
Have a
follows
fucking
it.
debate.
Like that would be
Dude,
funny, like a
that's-
tracer
that
pong.
would be
Yeah,
bad.
go watch our YouTube videos. So what we do is we do replays. So
Yeah.
we'll videotape the final table, but then we go back and edit, and we'll do replays on shots. And like say you take a shot and like it hits and it rims out and it comes out, right? When you're doing it live, everyone's like, "Oh shit!" We go back and we show it. We zoom in on it. We show it slow motion on it.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really like how close, and then we're commentating during it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're saying what happened to Dom keeps on shooting for that front cup. He keeps on missing that front cup, and he's been doing this the whole tournament. We think he should go back up. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Peel, we know he shoots to the right side. Oh, Casey, look, he's actually shooting with his right hand, not his left hand. Like we notice these things. So Joe and I will commentate.
Yeah.
If you watch, like I said, nobody really watches the videos, but we do
Call out
everything
the
they
earlier
say.
games against
We
how
put
played
stats
against
up, we
them
put
or
the
other
cups
But
on.
it's also cool
It's
though
on.
that there's also like because like in any game, like at a higher level, like there's like a psychology to it.
Yes.
So like it's an interesting perspective to be like, why'd you do that? Like it might just look like a small change, but it might like make sense. Like, oh, okay, like this person's going at this time because of this, and some of it might make obvious
why
sense.
does someone shoot first? Because
Yeah,
this
yeah,
other person
That's
does
what you
well
were
under
saying.
pressure.
Yeah.
You actually just did that the last video.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
last
so,
video,
like-
you talked
like-
about how they switched who was shooting first.
And a perfect
Yeah,
a perfect example of that are
John.
BC and Pop.
It was John.
So
Chaz.
they actually have like I think different
Versus,
philosophies. Granted, they also won the
Ben.
World Series together.
And whoever
Pop,
played
when he
Ben
played with
Jr.
Ron,
What day was this?
he always likes to shoot first,
3 weeks ago.
and he because Pop likes to reset. So he likes to walk up, he
So
likes
I
to
haven't
shoot,
missed many
he
finals.
likes to walk away from the table, like Ron would shoot or whomever he's playing with,
And then kick the
and then
third.
he likes to
Until
reset
we
like it's
came
the
along.
first
I
time.
haven't missed many
Gotcha.
finals.
Brandon,
brother.
for example, Brandon is just he knows how to set himself and do that, and he also knows like I'm the best player on the table, so he's going to be in a situation where it's easier for me to go no frills, whatever happens happens. I don't have to
Yeah.
earn the pressure roll back, and the 2-ball shooter, especially because the rules used to be different. There used to be unlimited
You can
third
shoot-
balls.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah,
And then they
so,
switched it to
so
alternating.
they switched it so that it used to
Or
be
you
that
only
it
take
didn't
two.
matter. There
You
was
only
no
take two.
there was no
Yes.
limit
Oh,
to who
they
could take the
correct.
rollback because you would hear the term like before maybe restricted. You would hear the best 1-ball shooter in the game. I was like a 1-ball shooter. I'd
Yeah,
walk up,
I'm the
I'd
same
shoot
way.
first, I'd walk away,
And
and
get
my
all the-
partners who are better than me, you do the rest.
Right.
And when I'm on a hot streak, I'll take a rollback.
Right.
Once they made it 2, I like that better because it's a tactical nature. I'll never forget, I played a randoms tournament in AC. I got Brandon Marks with the X. And he looks at me and he goes, you need to take a rollback. Which one do you want? And it can't be the first one. Because he was just like, don't be that guy. And I was like, all right. So I'd always take like the 6-5-4 we would do.
Yeah.
But there's strategies. And even he taught me, like, I stole it from him. Shout out Marks. Is if you ever watch, if he's dribbling the ball on the table, and
Oh,
if
piece
he's
of
dribbling
shit.
the ball on the table and he drops it or anything, he takes a step back and then he re-goes. He goes, when you walk up to a table, you just walk up and shoot. The first, your muscle memory says walk up. You don't remember picking the ball off the floor and throwing. So he taught me like, oh, just reset that muscle memory. Everybody has their own like little shot quirks or whatever. But so again, some people like to reset, some people like to go back to back. Some people just straight up don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny, like me and Gary started our own little thing, right? Like if when you pick up a ball off the ground, all that. We don't shoot a ball that has touched the ground. We change it.
Okay.
But
for
it's
us,
the little quirks that
so like
people don't
instead
understand.
yeah, but so instead of sitting at the table and just watching, like we have this game in a game where we're kind of like.
Whatever works.
Yeah, but it keeps us engaged. It's our game in the game that keeps us engaged.
Right.
That allows us to not be like, oh shit, you missed, and what is he thinking? Or like, blah blah. Like, yeah.
I just do. If I'm missing, I spin my chain. If I'm wearing it, I flip my ring. I flip my ring upside down. I just do like someone's got to change. It's all stupid superstition.
Yeah.
I'm not superstitious, but I
And
don't.
what you brought up about the golf too is what I want to say is like this is a generation that was brought up on video games. So you're playing on reward systems on video games where, if you get past this check mark or if you get like this, So that's why when you play a sport like this, like incorporating like a video game type of thing into it is exciting. Oh, let's go.
Oh, fuck yeah.
No, I get that. I mean,
so it makes sense.
Okay, so I don't necessarily, personally, I don't think the younger generation psychology is like that deep. What I think is, if you have cool, relatable production, and you could be like, we make it like a video game or a sport, completely agree. I think that, and that has to do with presentation, that has to do with like overall presentation. Mm-hmm. And for the bulk of the bulk of it was,
thanks, brother.
Yep.
Typically like Facebook Lives, right? Because that only has been a thing for like a certain ladder, like YouTube.
The TikTok Lives.
Now like you could do live commentary, like when you stream the finals of your stuff. I think that's cool. My favorite thing to do is watch a streamed game that you play and watch people comment mean things about you. I was playing the 10K in Chicago, and I remember I was screaming at friends of mine from Michigan. And I think I was playing Nick Trupiano and Donnie Jones. And I remember like screaming at them. And we're friends, so like we're laughing at each other.
But people don't
and I
know
remember
that
reading
you're
the
friends.
comments, and some guy I've never met before was like, "That kid is a fucking idiot." Like,
You're so
he was just roasting me, and I was like, I mean, bro, you're right. But we went to overtime, so it's fine.
The rage bait is good. That's what we're saying. The rage bait on that stuff gets more attention than a 5-cup rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
They're more yelling at the elbows rather than the 5-cup rebuttal. But
Dude, I just made 5 cups. I never make 5 cups.
that's what he said. Our biggest video has 156,000 views, 2,000 comments, and it's all about him being fat and his elbows are over the table.
Nice. Your two most redeeming qualities. They think that you just ran.
Yeah.
But I get it too. And the hard part too is like I think Casey has a really good point of it because we were talking at Zupco's and he was like, I just want to like people look at it and go, I kind of want to do it. And there's people that want to get a foot door, and he's like, throw the ball in the air and I'll make the rest happen and let's play.
Right.
So there are some people still that will go and try to get new people in, and like maybe once you get that win,
He's the best about it.
Yeah.
he's a great ambassador for the game and getting new people in. And the other thing about it is the hard part though is like on one hand, there's like this there's a specific escalation, right? So people go and they're like, you guys are losers, you lean over the table, and we're like, hey man, there's actually a difference. 6-foot table, 6-foot elbow, 8-foot lean, same thing. It's like a free throw. Come do it. And then even you try to make like come to the tournament. It's come to South TSevens, whatever it is. Come to Vegas. It's free for you, right? And they never go. And you try to be helpful, and people go, no, you're defending your crappy game.
Right.
And then you try to be competitive, and those people are never going to show up to a bar full of people that think whatever it is.
Well.
So it's like I was explaining World Series Pong from the context of like this is how you make it competitive, and I was like, I'm hooked. That's it. I was bad for my whole life, and whatever it is. But like the issue is, there's always a disconnect because you're like, if it's so easy, come play it, and then the people that do come play it always end up playing sweaty tryhards. Yep. I tell these people all the time, if I cook at a game, I'm like, I'm a tryhard. I'm here all the time. I play this way too much. You guys are great. Keep coming back.
Never thought about that.
And there's like a big thing too, like certain things like World Series is harder to keep new people, but like any other rules, like 6-foot or whatever, because people win. And like at Zupco's, there's probably like 10 to 15 teams of like locals or randoms that we would call them that show up every like week or like a variety of and I'm like, that's cool, but because anything can happen there. It's harder with this when you're like, hey, by the way, we saw this South TSevens thing, and then we played these kids Russell and Eric, and they're going to some $10,000 tournament, and they're sweating like their lives depended on it on a Monday night, like they're dorks. I'm never coming back here.
Wow.
I will say,
we're also sweating for another reason.
The Zupco's tournament is the hardest rules I've ever played in beer pong.
Yeah, with the re-racks and
and I'll tell you what the worst part is. It's the not touching the table. Because if you think about it, 9 feet to 8 foot is, well, first off, those are World Pong Tour tables, which their own $25,000 tour back in the day in Atlantic City. They used to play with the clear solo cups and like orange balls and World Pong Tour. But because you can't press up on the table. It's such a weird thing, and I noticed that, like, because I never realized how much I leaned against it until you go to Zupco's, and I go, okay, so 9 feet is technically 6 inches further here, side. 6 inches is there, which is huge. And then you go and you're like, okay, I have to take a small step back, and like your equilibrium, it doesn't work.
Yeah. Are you gonna? Oh shit! All right, this is where my elbow's gonna be. All right, I gotta do this step back.
If you're good, you're good, and that's kind of most of the thing, but.
Well, it's all just making adjustments.
Exactly.
But like, me and Casey play Friday, right?
Trash.
Fuck you.
We shipped the 2 rack against them. Me and Chuck, we ran 4 on them, and we double missed the 2.
Oh, I forgot I played against you.
Yeah. You actually, like, the joke was on you because I got to go home afterwards. So I
was just telling him I didn't make it home until 4:30.
His dork. Imagine, did you win?
No.
And you didn't win. That's crazy. I got the best 4 hours
sleep. But it was so weird though, because in the finals or the semifinals, whatever it was, our last game, I'm talking to Chuck mid-game, like, because he's like right behind us, like how you would be here.
Yeah.
And I'm shooting, and I'm hitting the front edge of every single cup, dead center. And I'm like, dude, I'm throwing perfect shots. And he's like, but it's you gotta release here, not here.
Yeah.
And like it's so cool to see that there's so many different games of beer pong. Like the 6 foot, same way. 6 foot, you gotta release it different. Like, but the 9 foot is the hardest I've ever played.
Like this is 6 foot close, but the thing is like since I started playing World Series, I can't go back to 6 foot. Because there's no, like, I can't find my step back.
So in my opinion, the difference, what I would always do is, this is always how my 6 foot thing goes. So I basically, what I do is I do my follow through, I take my elbow and I literally go like this, I line it up behind the table, right? And then, so I'm like, okay, this is my line, and I stay there. And then I miss twice, the other kid gets uncomfortably close to the table, and I go, oh, you want to play that? Hit the little scuttle, and then I just start playing.
Well, you just gave everybody their. Now you're going down. You're never winning 6 foot.
Never, ever lean over the table. No, but that's also the thing too. Like, it's also interesting when you think about the equipment, because I don't remember how long you've been playing, but like when Vit
3 months.
When Vit used to run East Coast, he had the East Coast Beer Pong Championship balls. And World Series had their own balls.
Yes.
And there was always a question of which was better. And East Coast were like a little bouncy or whatever it was.
Yeah, 1 star, 3 stars.
Yeah, so something like
that. It makes a huge difference.
I don't know that someone explained the difference to me. I remember, I think it was like Connor Martin was like explaining to me the difference in ping pong balls. I was like, shout out Connor. I remember he explained to me, and I go, oh yeah, like I forgot this is like an Olympic sport, so these matter. But like the point was we would have at the very least universal equipment where most tournaments were run off World Series. Now I like the 3-star balls that everyone buys on Amazon. They're great. But then like when you think about
Chuck. Shout Chuck.
Yeah. Shoot the difference between a solo cup and one of these cups. Like you got it. You know, you're the sports science changes, and it's really weird to tell people like, yeah, man, I play like pro beer pong.
It's a college game, and you're in
until you tell them
you're Brett.
Until the money comes. Yeah.
But they never win money either.
I mean, neither do I, but I've still been playing for 12 years. You know?
I think that's what needs to happen. I think there just needs to be that education of everybody getting online, re-promoting that what this was and where it came from, and have these young kids who might be interested. The thing that always drew them to my 6 foot was the $1,000 on the flyer.
Yeah.
We're like $1,000 season. Yep. They thought it was the coolest thing. Oh, I play every week. I have my stats collected every week, and then we have a chance to win $1,000.
Right.
Yeah. Which is a cool concept.
Yeah, and it worked up until the pandemic, and then 100%. Since the pandemic,
I bowled growing up.
The bars don't have the economy to support a budget for that. You know, because now the drinks are higher, people aren't spending as much. The bars aren't. There's not enough kids coming out because they're all doing fucking gummies. So there's an economy that was there back when we do 30, 40 fucking teams.
So we need to have the first ever all gummy.
Well,
the CBD 5K.
No, what we need to do is re-educate these kids on fucking free drinking is. Yeah. It's better than Listen,
it's not though. Listen,
no fucking good story ever started when I took a gummy. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, listen,
I'm sorry. No good story is like.
I got a gummy.
With all due respect, and anyone watching this, if you post this particular clip, hey man, do you want to drink this thing that is basically fermented grass, or do you want to take this Flintstone vitamin and see God? It's not comparable.
Yeah, but when I go to see God, I'm not gonna fucking make some bad decisions and wake up the next day and go, that was fucking great.
No, you're gonna eat ramen noodles. It's gonna be the best ramen noodles.
Yeah, but I have no fucking stories. Every one of my best stories was like, holy shit, I can't believe we drank that bottle of Jack Daniels and I threw up on my windshield. Like I can't fucking like.
Shout out ramen noodles.
Shadow God.
On my way, our sponsor.
Dude, in all seriousness, if we ever had like cornhole sponsorships or like beer pong sponsorships, and the game ever got like ESPN. Dude, if I get one sponsor, and it would just be cup of noodles, and then we'd have like the exhibition, the All-Star Challenge. They would all be ramen cups in the rack, and you'd just be throwing chicken packets.
It's those Cheetos popcorn puffs and fucking Bang Energy.
Oh, cheese balls.
No, that's not cheese balls. The ones that are like the popcorn. It's like $2.99. This bag is $2.99. It's on the bag. This bag is $2.99.
Can you imagine?
Dude, like, don't let them try to fuck you. We're putting $2.99 in this bag.
Can you imagine like DraftKings, like the beer pong parlay? Like, I got like Casey winning the tournament. Yeah. I got Eric Held not making it out of prelim.
Well, you know what?
I got Russell hitting one bounce, plus 4,000.
So cool.
Yeah. What do they do in the?
Bro, I be out here shipping mad people's parlays.
No. What do they do? What do they do in pool? What do they do in the pool leagues? It's
The money shots at the end?
No, not the money. A pool. When you can get the bet on the person. What the hell am I?
Oh, the bounty.
It's not a
Is that a poker thing too? You knock the player out and get a bounty?
No. I'll come up with it. It's
Actually, that would be.
It's bigger than
that would be super cool.
That would be a sick idea for Pong.
A random bounty every tournament.
You take like a list of like top 5 players.
And what you do,
and what you do is you do like it could be different things, right? So like if you beat Casey free entry, if you beat like Brandon free drink at the bar, whatever it is, you're worth more than that.
But it's an extra $1.
Shout out bar drinks.
Yeah. What they called it. I'm gonna get it.
That would be funny too. That would be really funny
for big tournaments, definitely.
Oh my god, it's right on the tip of my brain.
Just take pictures at the end of it with the bounty hunter mask, like the fucking
yeah.
Well, it would be great
Mandalorian
for
mask.
like
imagine it was like oh Eric, it's like you play that game. It's like who got it? Okay, Eric. By the way, here's your $10 gift card. What do you mean? It was like you made Casey shoot with his left hand because you called him a dweeb. Here's you got the bounty. Like
literally, but you could do that though.
I'm trying to think of what
That's
they
actually
call it.
Really
good. It would be a good
they do that
idea.
at Richie's all the time. Yeah, so what you do is so before the tournament started, right? Mm-hmm. Every person. You got to bet on the person, okay? It was from the pot. So say we're doing a tournament tonight, right? Mm-hmm. And there we go. All right, Eric. Who wants to bet on Eric to win tonight, right?
Okay.
And then you always bet on yourself. Like I'll put in $5, and you go, no, I'm gonna bid 10. And then Dick goes, no. So what happened goes. So say the top bid was 10. You bet on him for 10, right? Now he owns you, and if you win the tournament, he gets this pot. So he puts his 10 in. And so, but like say it comes to Casey, right? Everyone thinks Casey's gonna win. You go, I want to buy him for 50. He goes, I'm gonna buy him for 60. You go, no, I'm gonna buy him for 100. And then you go, no, I'm gonna buy him for 120. Now he owns Casey for 120, owns you for 10. We do it for everybody. Everyone's gonna bet on themselves for $5. It doesn't matter. But the pot, it becomes bigger than the whole thing. And then whoever wins, the guy that owned the guy gets that pot. What the fuck is it called?
Half of it.
I feel some type of way about having
like a pyramid.
Yeah, there's a name for it. Damn it, there's a name for it, and I'm just being an idiot.
Bro, I have a thing. Like,
come on,
this be like, no, I own you for $60.
We gotta edit
it out of that.
What the fuck? Calcutta! Yeah, my brain worked. Fucking Calcutta is what it's called in pool. So they do this, and the Calcutta. Sometimes the prize for the tournament is like $600 for the winner, but because it's buy-in and all that shit.
Okay.
But the fucking Cutta is $3,000.
Yeah.
So if I bought Casey, I gotta get outbid. But like say we know Casey's gonna win. Say we know Casey's gonna win.
Right.
But you want to buy him, you go, I'll put 50, and I go, I'm gonna put 100. You can't outbid me. Now I own Casey for. But if he gets knocked out. Whoever wins the tournament, that guy gets the Calcutta.
All that money, right?
Oh,
okay, yeah. So say I bought Casey for 120, but Dink buys you for $50, right?
Right.
Casey loses, you win.
I win. He wins.
He gets all the money. He gets the Calcutta.
So I promise you that joke will be written by Thursday when I do an open mic. I don't know who these Calcuttas. So I just found out that white people get together and buy each other.
We've talked enough. It's been 30 minutes.
That was great. That was a good podcast.